In an age where identity is increasingly flattened into skin tone, it's no surprise that some voices, whether out of ignorance or ideological zeal, try to rewrite Jewish history through a racial lens. But this revisionism isn't just historically flawed, it's spiritually bankrupt. Let's start with the facts. Jews in medieval Spain, particularly under Islamic rule in Al-Andalus, were described in a variety of ways, some Arabized, some dark-skinned, some lighter. The Jewish communities were diverse, including Sephardi, Mizrahim, and African Jews who migrated or were part of trade routes. But to claim that Jews were black in a monolithic sense erases the complexity of Jewish diaspora and imposes modern racial categories onto ancient identities. It's like trying to paint a mosaic with one color. What you get isn't clarity, it's distortion. Jewish identity has never been defined by skin color. It is defined by lineage and law halachically. Jewish status is passed through the mother period. If your mother is Jewish, you are Jewish. If not, conversion according to halacha is the only path. This is not negotiable, and it has nothing to do with melanin. The Torah doesn't command pigmentation, it commands mitzvot. It commands ethical conduct, ritual observance, and fidelity to covenant. Those who follow Torah, uphold its commandments, and live by its moral arc are Jews, regardless of whether they are Ashkenazi, Sephardi, Ethiopian, Indian, or Yemenite. The attempt to racialize Jewish identity is not just historically deceptive, it's spiritually corrosive. It turns a sacred tradition into a tribal pigment contest. It erases the lived reality of Jews of color who are halachically Jewish and observant, while simultaneously giving a pass to those who claim Jewishness based on phenotype but reject Torah, halacha, and Jewish communal life. This isn't about gatekeeping, it's about truth. The Jew is a Jew not because of how they look, but because of how they live, who they descend from, and what they uphold. The rest is noise. And let's be clear, this isn't a new struggle. Throughout history, Jews have been mischaracterized, exoticized, and racialized by outsiders. From Roman caricatures to Nazi propaganda, the Jewish body has been politicized and weaponized. Today's pigment-based revisionism is just the latest iteration of that same distortion, wrapped in the language of empowerment but hollow in its understanding of covenant. Jewishness is not a costume. It's not a pigment, it's not a vibe, it's a sacred inheritance passed through generations, anchored in law and lived through mitzvot. You don't get to claim it because you feel it. You earn it through lineage or halachic conversion. That's not exclusion, that's integrity. So to those who seek to redefine Jewish identity through racial categories, ask yourself, are you honoring the tradition, or are you projecting your ideology onto it? Are you lifting up Jews of color who live halachically, or are you using their image to validate your own narrative? Truth doesn't pick sides. It just reveals.
A Jew is a Jew. A Jew.